Welcome to our Zodiac signs and soulmates in the universe. I'm your key, and this is our class. As we enter the doorway, I would like to say thank you for coming to the last session. I know as your key, I was supposed to see you guys yesterday. But as you could tell that we're about to get into, it's been a ride emotionally, energetically. As your trainer, guidance trainer, I have learned a lot. So much so that I will have to announce who I am as a trainer by first name. So, yes, I am Key, but my name is Kiana. And I feel honored to say that because kinetic, Kinetic, that has been the reason why I haven't been doing the last reading. I had to emotionally, energetically, not only experience the things of my path, but of the masculine, feminine, and soulmate as a collective. So, I would like to see emotionally, energetically, what's been going on since our last class session, what we've been training. Could I see we have a lot to talk about? So, let's begin. So, Trinity, let's get settled in. How do y'all feel emotionally, energetically? We're gonna find out right now. Cause I had to experience some stuff. Let's see what's been going on. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. Okay. What has been emotionally, energetically, emotional for feminine, soulmate, and key? What has been going emotionally, energetically? Emotionally, energetically for soulmate. Emotionally, energetically for soulmate. Wow. Emotionally, energetically for key, which is me. Ooh. Okay. All right. So let's see what's been going on. All right. Masculine. Oh, wow. Okay. So, masculine. Being the queen of your environment, you understood or you want to be connected to what you want to lead in when it comes to spousehood or having a partner. I mean, how do you feel about that though? Well, to actually have thoughts about spousehood as a masculine energy, that was a map I know that every male and female would think about. Yet I wouldn't think about it at times because that would require you to settle or settle down, as we hear universally. Like, oh, it's when you are married, you got to settle down. But it never felt satisfying. Like, it didn't sound like it was a satisfying feeling to hear. Like, when they say settle down, it always sounds so stern, so serious that it made me question, is spousehood satisfying? Is it stimulating? For not just me, but for the partner I want to be with. And emotionally, energetically changing my environment made me see that I actually do like to be someone that an individual can lean on and to learn from each other. That's where my creativity comes from, is by being a support for a partner and my partner being a support for me, but I want to be satisfied also. So, how do you feel, feminine, hearing about this? Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So, being the queen of your atmosphere and anchor, an activator. How does it feel to hear, or what you have been going through emotionally, energetically? Well, being a personnel of my foundation, I I love being passionate. I love having the determination and drive. But I didn't know how I want to set that in my atmosphere. And being an angel in my atmosphere, I wanted to have a purpose. I wanted to have a direction in how I wanted to build a foundation. So, yeah, I had to show my fiery side. I had to be more outgoing, more creative. To be creative in the atmosphere would mean you can't just speak the words. You, in a way, have to strategize in your real world to see that actually happen. Oh, hi. Welcome. Yeah. So, the feminine, she feels in a way like, what gives her that drive in the first place? And what gives her that drive is the fire in it, the desire. She wanted to have a desire to at least be a queen, to understand what does it mean to have others not only rely on her, but to have her rely on others to be that anchor. An anchor can just be an anchor. It could be on a ship, it could be anywhere. But to have purpose for it, that's when it becomes valuable. Oh, okay. Let's see. Soulmate. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Studio. Let's see. Soulmates. What's up? Hello, studio. See, you blowing the horns. You blowing the right horn, studio. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Soulmate. You are the star. So you tapped into your source. You understood what you want to start. And you understood that forgiveness was needed. So, emotionally, energetically, you've been playing out. Yeah, right? But as a key in a universe class, I had to find out. That's why I mentioned kinetic. My name is Kiana. That's why Kiki or Kiki's Doorway has a significance. Because in my reality, people that know me as Kiana call me Kiki or Key. So when doing the readings, like was mentioning from the last one, on the 9th, I believe, or was it the 7th? I gotta go back on the dates. These are not just cards, these are like a book. When we read a book, a lot of times it relates to who we are inwardly that a lot of people do not know. That's why learning different languages or learning about history or books that interest you off the bat will let you know what kind of personality do you have that can be used. It just requires a environment or atmosphere. Yes, yeah. I had to go back on the Scorpio reading myself to read that book again. Just because I read doesn't mean I can't go back to the videos. Even a video is a visual book. It's like having an audio book, but in visual. So as a key, when I do the readings, I didn't realize I, in the reality, walking out of the classroom, these things were really happening. In some way, shape, or form, I had to understand from the masculine energy or masculine side of myself that spousehood is not just about marriage only, it's about how to be a partner, how to partner up with somebody. The first way we realize that is when we have a friend. When we have a friend, that person knows us inside and out, even the sides that a lot of others don't know about. Only our family would know. So if our friends is like an extension of a family, where they know our secrets, they know our faults, and they still love us, then wouldn't a partner would have that same element, and wouldn't we have to have that same capacity, just like the feminine had to go through? Like to be a personnel of your foundation would require you to have a purpose for your foundation. So a personnel is all about research. Yeah, exactly. Resonates through our emotions. Just because I'm a woman doesn't require me to have a masculine energy. I would have to have activation to go after the things I know. I would have to tap into a masculine side of myself. This is why we have friends. This is why we have family and siblings, to get that perspective without being around them. So, soulmate, you are the star. You've been starting your seed. So you know what you want to start. So you've been tapping into the moon. You are in the 8th house of Scorpio. So you understood that the star in you wants to have a true connection to the source. And to have a true connection to a source in you, you would have to plant the seed, a seed to want to grow. But that seed has to come from you within and around you. So you look to the manifestation through your first house of Aries. And Aries is all about what we want to activate and what we want to articulate through our actions. Because to this act, people would just think, oh, you're acting. You're just acting out. But no, when we're acting out, that has a meaning for it. It has a angle to it. So once we hear that person's angle or articulation to it, then it's like, oh, now I see why you being active to this purpose. Now I see why you have a meaning to it. Because it means more to you. It matters to you. So you've been planting that seed, Scorpio. All right, soulmate, you tapping into that Scorpio and activating that first house. So you know it's nothing wrong with the ego. It's all about how you want to use your engine. How did you want to use your engine, that seed within you, to become that go-getter? Because 1 plus 8, 9. So once you tapped into that 9th house of what you want to saddle towards, now you know why you are that source to start your purpose. And you know your foundation started from how you were forgiving. Wow. How do you feel about that, soulmate? Okay. Wait, you want to speak? He, she want to speak? Let's see. Well, if you're saying, Kiana, that you had to emotionally, energetically actually play this out in the real world, then yeah. I didn't realize that being a source of what I start would make sense. I mean, anything that I do, it starts with me first. Like, if I want to start something, who's going to do it but you? But I didn't know how that actually played a significance to me. What's up, guys? Yeah. So, soulmate, how do you feel about knowing that now you are that engine after all to start anything that you feel satisfied, stimulated to? What do you want to stimulate? What do you want to start? Well, I want to become more of a go-getter. That's what I realized as a star. That I actually want to show more of that go-getter side. Even if I'm doing it, I want to have people recognize how grounded I am in that. Yeah, I could be that go-getter, but to be grounded in it, that's a part that forgiveness needed to be. So, Key, you've been talking to us. Yeah. What's up? What's up with you? All right. I don't know myself, so I'm reading this with you. Okay. Oh wow. Wow. So, in this in the fourth house of Cancer, I had to thank you. You go, guys. You go. Because of your energy, because of your emotions in the classroom. Once I stepped out the classroom, I knew what I wanted to be of a core connection to. What eventually I will want to cultivate. But I needed to understand what that truly meant. Like, it's something to have an activation or want to be active in something, but if you don't know exactly where you want to put that angle of energy, it can be aggravating because it's like having an anchor but not knowing where you want to place that anchor. Do you want it on a boat? Do you want it just as a decoration? Like, it has to have a value to where you place it. And I did not want to come in the classroom not just as a key and as a trainer just to say, oh, let's just read some cards and hope for the best. Like, no, I haven't done that before. I didn't realize that every time I did a reading since May of 2018, that emotionally, energetically, I have been playing that out through the masculine, feminine, and soulmate. Every card that was placed has been done. So I cannot give the credit to just me as a key or a trainer. I would have to give it to you guys. Because walking with you guys and then walking out has been a wonder for me, and it has showed me that, yeah, now I know what I want to connect to. I want to make an agency. I want to help people that have the arts. And I say everything is an art. But to help them find employment, to help them get connected to scholarships, to help them get their own business started, to be recognized, to be acknowledged that their art is something and not just nothing. Because when we say nothing in the real world, what is that really saying, guys? Like when you hear somebody say, oh, I want to tell you something, but it's nothing. You be like, no, it has to be something, or else you wouldn't want to talk about it. If it's nothing to you, you wouldn't say a word. Yeah, but like just let me hear it. And then when you hear what the person says, it's like, oh, that makes sense. It is something to you. You were more concerned if I would think it was nothing. And what I had to release is that thought of things that I want to do and want to connect with you guys on is something to me. I want it to be a reality. I want it to be an actual classroom. I actually asked Kiana, or for my students in public and charter schools, they call me Key or Miss K. That's why the namesake in Kiki's Doorway means a lot to me, because I use these same things in how I teach in public and charter schools. I just do it in a way where it fits their age group. Even with adults, when I talk to them about reading or about interpretation, going with history or English, the things that I learned through you guys on how to do that. But I had to release my misconception of it. So let me read what's going on. I haven't checked, guys. Yeah, see, we all children. We just in an adult, a grown-up body. We still say the same things we have said when we were little. This is why when we actually become parents one day, or actually have to be around someone younger to help them, you know the first thing that come out our mouths when we end up laughing? Oh, everything you about to do, I already did already. And they looking at you like, hey, ain't nothing, you can't say you did everything. Like, I might not have not done everything, but I experienced through others what you about to do. And I can tell you what can happen. I can suggest now. You have free will. But at least you have somebody that walked you through it without you having to experience it. That's why you got friends and family and people along the way. Even strangers can help. My best knowledge and lessons has been through strangers, not just family and friends. Ah, let me see. Yeah, studio. See, my daughter's 8, 7. See, he's logical right now. 7 year olds, he's in the house of Libra. That might not be his chart. I don't know, but even age even tells an element of who they could be by Zodiac. See, so he has that go getter in him, but he has a logical approach. He's at this age where now he's thinking about how to be logical and being that go getter in anything he does. So if he comes across something that he sees you about to do, he's like, oh, I experienced that in school. I experienced that. It's just in a different way. It's like, you know how we learn when we're about to be in a confrontation is through, and this is something I have to release. This is something that makes sense that I've learned as experiencing being an Aries. Even though Sun Moon, I'm a Taurus, I had to have Aries brother to realize that, oh, that's what they experience too. When people want to see if you are an activator, if you can be that ambition person to get things rolling. And when you do show that side, they try to tear it down. So what do they do in school? They say, oh, can I meet you outside? I want to talk to you. And you're not thinking nothing of it. You're like, okay, sure. Especially if this is someone you care about, like a friend or a person that you know in school. And then when you get out of school, you find out what they really want to talk to you about is trouble, turbulence, which is going to lead to a fight. That talk could have been talked about that same moment. Why would they need to talk to you in a different location or at a different time? It's like these are the lessons we learn through even as young people. So young people to me is just like young adults. They just adults in a young person's body right now. How do you think they know how to get over? We learned it when we cried. We got our way. When we got to a certain age, we couldn't do that too much. So we had to figure out how to whine in a different manner. When you get a certain age, now we call it ranting, or I'm just venting. Same thing, but you know how that is. So let's see. I love walking. I love being in this classroom with you guys. Let's see what else is emotionally, energetically happening. What might be happening until the next time we meet again in the classroom. The next time we meet again, I would like it to be on the 12th. Since it's all the 12 zodiac signs, why not have it next class be on the 12th? So I believe that's this Saturday. Now, the only reason why I started is because I wasn't sure of the right timing. I'm still trying to get the timing right too. Should it be at 5 o'clock to 5:30, 5:30 to 6, or 6 to 6:30, or 6:30 to 7, or 7 to 7:30? Because I would like to really engage with you guys and really get some more cards out. So let's get some more cards out, okay? See what's going on. If you can, in the comment box, leave what time you would think is best. Starting at 5 o'clock all the way to 10, because I know everybody got their own lives. So it's a 30-minute class. So hey, what's up? What's up, Germany? What's up? You know how to germinate. You know how to grow some things. See, I had to learn. Yeah, this is why it's a universe class reading. It's a universe class read for a reason. Yeah, European in the house. All right. All right. You know how to endure some stuff. You know how to become that enterprise. All right. Okay. See, this is why I love the class. All right. So we got some enterprise, some growers in here. And this will make sense because the things that masculine, feminine, soulmate, even I, as the key and trainer, had to emotionally, energetically experience outside of the classroom in our reality is that we do care about partnership. We do care about building a foundation with people that truly matter to us, that brings out that creative side. We really want to become that go-getter, but not to just become a go-getter for ourselves, but to have that guidance as a group, and to be able to release anything that would feel like it's going to hold us back. Because when we're moving forward, it's always a negative thought to say, let me navigate you somewhere else, because I could feel emotionally, energetically, you're about to get to your winning. You're about to get to the wonders within you that has been your birthright since the time you've been here. So let's see, emotionally, energetically, what will play out for the next 2 days, or for Friday to Saturday. And then what? Hello, you guys there? All right, we're going to make this quick. So I'm going to do something like a surprise. I'm going to feel my way through. Wow. Awakening. Okay. Strength. Okay. Hey, you there? You can see me? Sorry, things are happening too. Can you still see me? Well, I'm about to cut this part off, and I'm going to restart another page, okay? Because it's already 30 minutes. So I'm going to redo it, and then we're going to read these energies for the next 2 days. All right, I see you in a second. I'll see you in a second, guys.